Hey everybody and welcome to Hexiled Gaming. I'm Scott and I've got a match of X-Wing 2nd edition for you here. In real life, I almost said Tabletop Simulator again. This is the top 8 of the Hyperspace trial here in Durham, North Carolina, Atomic Empire. Got a match between Adam and Jason, the only two non-resistance and Republic lists in the top 8. First Order versus Separatists. Adam flying Quickdraw, Kylo, and Sienar Jaemus Engineer. He came out top of Swiss. I believe he's the only undefeated player. Jason, we saw both of these players on stream yesterday, but yeah, Jason did pretty well with the Separatists, the only Separatist player in the top 8. Well, and obviously Adam's the only First Order in the top 8. So we see these drones advancing along the right board edge, not committing to a fight here. And we saw the same deployment, I think, with Adam yesterday. Kept the engineer facing the board edge and could either turn in towards an opponent or turn towards his other friendly ships, which is what he did here. Let's take a look at that Quickdraw build out. Fire control, great for double tapping because you get to keep that target lock around. Afterburners, giving Quickdraw some more mobility. Special Forces Gunner, giving that extra dice out the front. And I think enables that front and back attack. Don't see that too often with Quickdraw because you only get one bonus attack. And a naked Kylo and Sienar Jaemus Engineer. On the other side, we've got, what is it, four drones with energy shell charges and grappling struts. Got a Techno Union bomber with energy shells and probe droids. We'll see if those get shot out here turn 1. Grievous with Kraken, going to help keep those, at least 3 of those calculates around for the next turn. Impervium plating allows him to just straight up get rid of some ship crits. Really great. And Soulless one adds some more hull and gives you some defensive rerolls. Corp says, I want to see some probe in action. This is a family stream, so I promise nothing. You do that on your own time. So here's a probe getting thrown with a 3 hard. You forget how quiet it gets when it's when it's the cut. Also when it's 10 a.m. in the morning and nobody else is in the store. Let's go ahead and get rid of some of these probe droids. Looks like Kylo advancing up the top of the board. See if these drones continue to march towards him, because he does not want to take that swarm on head on. So yeah, all energy shells. I think Eric yesterday had a boron missile. It's kind of nice to see some of those new munitions, but good old-fashioned energy shells here. Got Quickdraw facing the top of the board as well. I think this is going to be a turn for him to turn in. A turn-in turn, if you will. And probably the same for the engineer. You definitely want to threaten that flank. Give your opponent more things to think about, more threats to have to address. That probe droid would mean these droids could possibly target lock some flanking ship and have that as a threat the next turn. Apostasis in the chat. In everything turn, turn. You're welcome, universe. Yep, so the Pro Droid moves out towards Quickdraw and the Engineer. Yep, we see some calc stacking thanks to Kraken. Definitely want to come into the first round of combat with as many calculates as possible, and hopefully with target locks. Yep, there's the one hard turn from the Engineer. We saw the drones move first, so that tells us, yeah, Jason's got player one. Hey, it only took an entire day of Swiss for me to stop calling it initiative. We'll see if I actually, if it sticks. Yep, Kylo gets, it's a nice spot for him. He can turn in towards the obstacles, depending on what these drones do. But the drones haven't committed to any specific location yet. Yep, here comes the barrel roll. Gives him even more options. Narwhal calling for some grappling strut action. Yeah, we didn't see a whole lot of it yesterday. I think we saw one or two triggers at the end of a match. For the most part, no struts. I think I didn't actually watch obstacle deployment, but I see those rocks on the side of the droids, and I wonder if that's where Jason put them on purpose. He wanted those rocks as options early on. Yep, turn in from Quickdraw. Ooh, gonna drop a probe droid out the back. All probes deployed here. Struts are best as cheap collision detectors. Yeah, they're great. Sit and spin on the rock, get the obstructions, give you a defensive bonus with no downsides. It's great. We see the front three keep their calculates. Possibly the most likely to need them defensively. Cupcake says Kylo needs to be careful and might be baiting it. Yeah, I definitely think. I think you do that with the whole list, right? You sort of probe. You sort of poke and probe with these first order ships and see which way these separatists go, and then you collapse on them from the location that they're not as defensive from. They're not aiming at. Hey, thanks for the follow. So we're definitely going to see that Sienar, Jaemus, engineers zoom up and get that flank going. Dials going down. Narwhal says the probes back there can help a little bit with the flank. Agreed, it could discourage some ships. If these, you know, if the probe or if the drones get target locks on, you know, Quickdraw or the engineer, it could, you know, be a little bit of a threat. Three hard. Yep, you forget. Even with those struts, it's just sort of ingrained in me to see like, oh boy, you're heading straight towards that rock. You might want to watch out. No, this is by design. It was meant to be. Goes for a lock, and I think he's got it. There's a 2-bank, which I believe is white on drones. Is that right? Let's find out together. Yeah, the 2-bank is white, the 3-bank is red. It's a funky dial. Another 3 hard, so he's got a little bit. He doesn't commit to any one target, right? He spreads those arcs. Or at least he's got one ship up there waiting for Kylo. Oh, here's another one. Three forward with the bomber as well. Timo says, how are grappling struts ruled there? It's ruled that they work. That you shouldn't just take the card and throw it on the ground. There's a focus and a boost from auto thrusters, and Kylo's going to get a nice free shot at this probe droid. Sorry, this is not Kylo, this is the engineer. Yeah, Kylo's at the top of the board. Grievous zooms forward there. It's Matt, the radar technician. Yeah, so we see a 2 forward from Kylo. He has options for moving around here. He's actually in a decent place there. Alright, it looks like he's... Well, there's a obstructed shot from yellow. Maybe another shot from blue. Definitely like brown. I think he's out on green, Grievous, and the bomber. He could just sort of commit to brown there and only take... I think he barrel rolls left and backwards. Probably makes it out of green and just takes a shell from brown. Nope, it goes the other direction. Focus, auto thruster, barrel roll. Thank you for the host, Atomic Empire. Yeah, Diesel says if he goes left and backwards, it makes next turn pretty scary. Yeah, that's definitely, when you're an ace, you definitely don't want to get cornered. Like, one of the strengths is having tons of maneuverability and options on where to go, and when you put yourself in a corner, you lose that advantage. Yeah, Diesel says this gives him a better escape vector next turn. Agreed. Quickdraw looking for a lock. Has a decent amount of choices there. Goes for brown, it looks like. No, blue, sorry. I see that little dot on the back. So Quickdraw's going to start us off. Hit, crit. Wow, what a way to start the day. A little too early for those natties. Looks like 2 blanks takes hit crit on blue, and that's disabled power regulator. Did you spend an Afterburners charge? I might have missed that. Yeah, okay, you're right. Thank you. I see it up there in the top left. See blank, blank focus, and he does not want to spend that. All right, gonna start shooting here. Looks like yellow spends an energy shell for hit crit. And sorry guys, I know these these like regional dice and stuff don't show up too well. A shield off of Kylo. Two focuses and a hit, spends 1 calculate for a crit. Looking to spend a friends. Yep. 2 evades, takes the crit on the shields. All right, Brown's gonna shoot. Looks like 1 hit. And nothing goes through. Ooh, shoot at the probes. Don't give them the option. Spins the focus for hit, crit, crit. Can we see natties from the probe? No. That's a dead probe. For ship off the board. You know you've got high level play when your players shoot at those drones and know to do it. The probes. The remotes. So we are moving back to dials. 13 points on the board for half points on the blue Trade Federation drone. Kylo lost 2 shields. Not quite half points. So we could see, I mean, if yellow wants to sit on that rock, it would have to be like a 1 hard, right? And that's not really looking at a direction that Kylo would probably go, but maybe. Kylo is stressed. As an interceptor, I think it's, you know, it's 1, 2, it's all your straight maneuvers, essentially, and then all of your 2s. I feel like he's going to commit to... It's tricky, right? I think you commit 2 to Kylo up top in case he runs, and then you turn everything else towards Quickdraw. Yeah, Gnarl says, every time I've played with drones, someone has asked to see my dial. No one is familiar with it, and it's kind of weird. I mean, it defies most of the conventions that you associate with X-Wing, right? You're like, okay, it's your 1 banks or your 2 banks, whether you go fast or slow. Like, you can sort of intuit it, but like a 3 bank that's red, a 2 bank that's blue, a 2 hard, it's not like, it's not intuitive. Most people probably know that the 2 hard is. I think it's the banks that really screw me up. Yeah. Yeah, Cupcake's asking if you use the damage one to block Quickdraw. I mean, what do you think Quickdraw's doing? Is he just going to slow roll? Yep, the probe droid moves out of the way. Gets himself some gas coverage. Oh, that's a good point. Diesel says the damaged one is ionized. That's right. We know where he's going. Nice little 1 heart. Probably going to see a barrel roll link calculate. Nope, just as a regular barrel roll because he's got the calculate. Doesn't need to stress himself. Ion, particularly brutal for drones because you can only take a focus action. Drones don't have focus actions. 2 bank out of brown. And a calculate. There's a 1 hard turn. And a calc. 1 hard turn from the bomber. So he's got a calculate, so now the question is, do you target lock? They're going to call a judge to do that measurement. They're gonna do it themselves while they wait. Looks like it's out. Should try to measure to quick draw. I think he's further, but I would have tried. Oh yeah, yeah, you're right. Cupcakes is the probe droid. Yeah. He can totally lock quick draw. Cool, thanks, chat. You're right. Yeah, that was an important ruling. You don't fail the lock. You have to lock something, even if it's a rock. Yep, good call there, chat. Yeah, the engineer moving up into those side meats. Got a juicy shot there into the bomber. One hard from Grievous. Narwhal doesn't like the look of this. Here's the hard 2 out of Kylo. So right now there's 3 arcs on him. Yeah, Diesel says this is a great position for the engineer. He's not a huge priority, exactly. So he gets to just sit here and chew these ships up while they try to work on the bigger players. Oh yeah, Matt from IT. Hey guys, have you tried turning it off and back on again? Yep, here comes the roll. Anytime you see somebody not put a token down before that auto thrusters, oof, you know they're going for that barrel roll boost. Definitely a little more forgiving with Kylo because he's got those force points. Actually, let me put his, I didn't regen his force points. There we go. 5 forward from quick draw. He's ready to engage. Bomber might be in trouble. Goes for the Afterburners boost. Looks like he's gonna shoot out the back. Yeah. Quick Draw just had some Taco Bell and he's got to go. Shoot out the back. Turns the arc. Mike says, note, always block 3-speed maneuvers. Yeah. But hey, that's how Adam got to where he is here in this tournament. This isn't his first time. Into blue. 2 hits, fire control, into a focus, spins it for 3. 2 evades and a focus. Oh, yep, just 2 evades, not 3. So takes 1 on blue, and that is a dead ship. Take that disabled power regulator out because taking up room in my overlay. Kylo looking for a range 1 shot. Looks like range 3 into Grievous. One hit and a focus. Oh boy, these dice. Does he spend his force point? He's probably trying to decide whether he's going to get shot back. Yep, spends it. See how nice the normal green dice show up? I think they're going to check whether Grievous is in. Yeah, whether Grievous has arc. Gets the reroll into nothing. Spins the calculate, takes 1. It looks like yellow's got the only shot. Got a range 3 into green. Looks obstructed. Yellow doesn't have any charges left, but rolls straight fire. Hit crit, 2 evades though. Two hits. Looks like 1 evade. Takes a shield on Grievous. And back to dials. Wow, great turn there from Adam. Just chewing up these drones. No more afterburners, so a few less tricks out of Quickdraw. He's definitely still a threat. Now we're all saying, honestly, it could have been worse for Jason. Yeah, he just, he lost his 1 damaged drone. But he didn't really punch back, right? I think we see yellow up there at the top, K. No, sorry, brown up at the top. Do a K turn. Yellow, 1 hard turn. He's not stressed. It's relatively easy because of the positioning of these. You know what? I don't want to make predictions about how easy it is for the Separatists to get arcs on Kylo and the Engineer. But it seems like they're sort of heading into the corner, onto the board edge. But I don't know. Yeah, Mike says Kylo doesn't really have anywhere to go. Wait, Diesel says Kylo doesn't really have any escape path, right? I don't think so because of the stress. Right, he's got a 2 hard in, he's got a 2 bank. It feels like he's kind of stuck there. Yeah, Diesel says Quickdraw has to drive away slowly to keep a good arc. 3 sloop away from this one. Yeah, could sloop. Trying to think back to Adam's game yesterday. I think he did sloop a bit with Quickdraw, but that might have been a different match. I don't think he's too worried about Quickdraw being vulnerable on this this round. Epistasis says Kylo doesn't have to clear the stress, but then what's he doing? A 1 hard and not you know, repositioning or taking a mod? Because if Brown up there at the top just does it's a 1k for droids, right? And a 2 Talon. Yeah. Hey, thanks for the follow. Yeah, there's the 1k. Narwhal, the cheer, thank you. Oh, nice. 2 bank onto the rock. Now that's the only funkiness here is if he does turns on the rock and they, you know, adjust him 90 degrees, he's kind of at not angle, but maybe that'll work out for him. Maybe that'll give him good sort of arc overlaps that he wouldn't have had otherwise. Looks like he is on the rock with those struts deployed. The 2 Talon with the bomber. He's going to move himself as far back as he can without being on the rock. I think when you're working against, you know, aces that move after you, definitely spreading your arc wide, better way to get better chances of getting arc, the wider your arc is. 3 forward from the engineer. And I'm just going to think about this. He could maybe like focus boost in. You know, Grievous isn't going to be there. probably has 2 arcs on him right now. Yellow doesn't have any energy shells. The bomber does. Yep, there's the focus. Here's the auto thruster stress. And there's the boost. Oh yeah, Diesel says no calc for the bomber, so yeah, no energy shells there. And this is not a Bactoid prototype, so it doesn't benefit from other people's munitions capabilities. Oh, no, you're right. Cupcakes says he does. It's on top of that target lock. You're right. 3 sloop out of Grievous. Nah, I messed that up too. 2 bank out of Kylo. Relieves the stress. Who's up top there? That's Brown. I'm wondering if a barrel, like a focus barrel roll towards Brown would help. Brown doesn't have shells, so you could barrel roll away from him. Wouldn't be able to shoot anything. Roll toward the rock and bank boost. Then you're just like range 1 of green and Grievous. I think you can get out of, you can stay out of green's arc. I'm not too worried about Grievous. Well, Grievous gets rerolls for being out of your arc, right? Yeah, while you perform a primary attack, if you are not in the defender's firing arc, you may reroll up to 2 dice. So maybe I am a little worried about Grievous. Goes for the boost barrel roll. I think he's trying to get as close to Grievous as possible, maybe? So I think he's probably in 3 arcs there. Quick draw. Three hard. No burners. Yeah, Cupcake saying barrel roll away. No. I think he's going to try and take a rear arc shot on that bomber. And then he's gonna dare Yellow to shoot him and give him another shot on the bomber. Let's see if he could PS kill green up there to save Kylo. Quick draw, 3 dice, range 1. Looks like hit. Blank out from the bomber, 2 damage. I'm gonna move this dice. heard range 1 to Grievous. 2 hits and 2 focuses. Spins those 2 force points. YOLO. So 1, 2, 3 on Grievous is what I see. I see 2 crits. 2 blanks and an evade. Takes 1 crit. I'll find out what that is soon enough. There's half points on Kylo. And here's Brown into Kylo. 2 hits. Blanks. 2 more go on to Kylo. Here's a range 1. 3 hits. And that looks like a dead Kylo Ren. Yep. Well, Jason's in the lead now. Bomber's going to shoot into the engineer. Timo says, Scott, do you know what factions the other 6 players? Republic and Resistance? It's in the tournament bracket. If you type !tournament in the chat. Actually, let me know if it doesn't show there. I put the factions beside their names, but let me know if that doesn't show up. Looks like a shield lost on Matt from IT, the one true hero. No problem, but it is all Republic and Resistance. These are the only 2 lists that are not those 2 factions. All right, man. What a turn there. It looked... The turn before this just looked so decisively in Adam's favor, and it looked like Adam was just going to continually get out of arc. And these drones were just gonna, get picked off, but that is not what happened. Got a stressed Matt from IT moving up the board edge. And I think the Swarm's definitely got to go for that, right? You don't want to address Quickdraw right now. Quickdraw's moving away from you, so this is just the perfect time to try and pounce on that silencer. Because once you get that silencer, if you get a turn to shoot the silencer, I don't know that you kill it this next turn, definitely a possibility. But if you can get a turn to reload before you have to fight Quickdraw again, whew, that's huge. Timo says, I really wonder why there's nobody playing Empire. There were a few. We did. I think our first match yesterday was Vader Sunter 3 Academy ties. But yeah, no, I mean, not a lot of that here. Here's the 2 forward. Relieves that stress. Goes for a target lock. There's a 2. I wonder if we'll see a barrel roll. So he blocks the... I mean, there was no way he's doing a 1 hard, but that's blocked. Oddball says yellow should rotate and reload. I'd like that. you might end up giving Quickdraw a free shot, but I don't know. Yep, there's the barrel roll. Does he link it? No. It doesn't want to be stressed that close to the board edge, probably. Too hard from the bomber. Cupcake says, how do the shells work here? I don't know that I've seen anybody do it, but I think they're taking disarm tokens. Yep, here's a hard turn. Yellow's gonna hang out down here and threaten quick draw. Yeah. Silver in the chat, how you doing? So the too hard fits in there. Yeah, wow. That barrel roll. Gonna go for a barrel roll boost. Looks like he wants to get in a place that Grievous can't shoot him. Two forward from Grievous. Ooh. Oh, so the engineer doesn't boost, just as the barrel roll. Nice. Ooh. Grievous gonna try and barrel roll out of here. Ooh, look at that! I think he's still in arc, but he might... Oh, it still looks like range 1 too. I don't know what he got there. Do those have linked actions? Yeah, they have barrel rolls into focus. He doesn't take it though. All right, quick draw. Did go for the sloop there. Will be too nice out the front because the arc is facing the back. Ooh, it's going to be range 3, so all the advantages to yellow here. 2 natty hits, though. 2 natty evades. It's never too early for a few natties, actually. It's 11:21. Maybe at the end of this round, we can actually imbibe in the Atomic Empire's beers. Hit, crit, 2 evades. There's another shield down on Matt from IT. Leave him alone, he's trying to help. Blank focus. I think that was into quick draw. Hit crit from the engineer. And yeah, the bomber's got nothing, so he takes a fuel leak. I'm gonna move those dice and double check on the damage on the bomber. Yeah, 2 left on the bomber. Ooh, so not the trap that Jason wanted. The engineer just slips right through his grasp. Still gets the shields down, but not there, not quite there at halfway. Oh wait, I think that damage on the bomber put well, half on Grievous, okay, and half on the bomber. Yeah, 75 to 76. Ooh, that's close. And fuel leak as your second to last crit, right? Your second to last damage. Ugh. Like, you get it as the, you know, I guess this is your third to last, whatever. If you get it from your second to last, you're like, okay, I don't care, because anything that comes through is going to kill me anyway. But now you're like, oh, if I take one crit, it kills me. Now I got to think about whether I fix it. Mystic says, Matt from IT. Yeah, it's the Sienar Jaemus engineer. Wanted to give him the recognition that he deserves. He's not just some nameless fix-it guy, alright? Oh, that's awful close to the board edge. I clenched. I'm not ashamed to admit it. Yep, some 2 hards and calculates. Don't think the engineer is going to be around there, but I think this is more preparing for the next turn. Maybe they'll get a block. Ooh, look at that. Sign of a great player. Using the old side-to-side method. As seen, at least I saw it on GSP, and then I always forget to do it. Flips fuel leak. This guy's gonna turn and calculate. Looks like he's gonna wait for the engineer to ooh, what's happening here? Looks like he was going right towards that rock. Yeah, there's no way he fits in there. Evoking in the chat, how you doing? And I think, does that give Brown some arc here? 1 hard from Grievous, can he translate that into shots? Does he have room for a barrel roll? I don't think so. Does he catch a piece of the corner on this engineer? Jason's searching for it. Oof, we're at that 15-minute mark. Looks like he goes for the boost, doesn't make it. Oop, they're going to move this guy out of the way and see. Ooh, he might. He might go all the way. He does. Look at that. Beautiful maneuvering there from Jason. Not sure to what end. Might just be threatening quick draw. He got a linked action. Oof, so brave. Yeah, Voken says full HP quick draw. I think Adam's or Jason's goal is to make it, quick draw versus the swarm. He wants this engineer gone so he can turn all of his guns on quick draw and just take that revenge shot from quick draw once, hopefully, and strip the shields in one turn. Looks like 2. 1 evade takes 1 damage. 1 more on Grievous, and it looks like he is almost dead. Blank eyeball and a hit. So many evades. Yeah, Corp wishing there were some Discord missiles. Man, yeah. I don't think I've ever seen them used competitively. And it's a bit disappointing. Because they are fun. Alright, range 1 from Brown back there with 2 calculates. He can spend 2 of his own and 1 of his friends to make 3 hits. There's 1 evade, takes 2. Matt from IT, he's feeling it. He's sweating. 102 to 75. Looks like Grievous not going to take a shot back into quick draw. Neither is Yellow. Oof. Getting close to the end here. Quick draw could PS kill Grievous. Oh, Hyperspace says there was a list with Discord missiles on GSP last night. Didn't use them though. Oh, that's a bummer. I wish I'd have seen that. Well, if they got used, I would have watched that VOD. But nice to know people are trying. Who won I left off last night on the Scum match. The Flying Vorpal Blade, the 2 Black Sun Assassins, Finn and Seawar. Who won that one? That was a fellow from the Slack Squadron. Grievous needs to block to live here. Yeah, I mean, if you're quick draw, you just turn away and shoot out the back, right? I know it's not the most dice you can throw, but at least you don't risk getting blocked. It's kind of hard with that rock in front of you. You can't bank to the right towards Grievous. I think Yellow's just going to stay right there. One hard from the bomber. Calc. Gonna move Grievous out of the way. No, yes. Got my ships mixed up there. It's like a 2 bank. drones, Grievous. Ooh, the 4K out of Matt. He's mad. He's looking to clock out. And these drones are forcing him to work overtime. He's ready to squash this bug and go home to his lovely wife and 2 cats. Yeah, let me see about the rock roll. It was a hit. So, boy, Matt from IT, YOLOs, yeets over that rock. He's a millennial. Looks like a too hard, a barrel roll. Is he going to link action? He does it! Yep, so the hard turn away from Quickdraw. We'll probably see that focus arc turn or target lock. He's got the bomber locked. Might be a bummer for that bomber. Ooh, looks like Quickdraw coming in hard. Going for Grievous. 2 hits. Wow, Quickdraw. Calm down, dude. Oh boy, Grievous, not today. I see 2 hits and a focus. It's got to be Grievous into the engineer. The problem is if he spins that focus. 1 takes 1. Oh, Matt. Rest in peace. Rest in power, dude. Oh, gone but not forgotten. Matt. We hardly knew him. Yeah, let's see some Yodas in the chat. Ghost Yodas. Throw them up. F for Matt here. All right, well, just Quickdraw versus 5 ships. Quickdraw definitely capable of PS killing, let's say, the bomber? At 2, Grievous at 1. Could jam Quickdraw's lock now. Who's got jam? Here's the bomber moving off, or the yellow drone moving off the rock. Is he gonna reload? No. Interesting. I don't think that guy's hurt. Maybe they're just gonna run for time. Oh, there's a reload. Okay, green reloads. I didn't even know he spent one. No, yellow. Yellow, brown. That's brown. Reloads, okay. Cupcake says run and live is a good plan. I like run and live. I like reload to make yourself a bigger threat. Yep, Grievous moves forward with a 3, relieves the stress. He's going to go forward, okay. One forward from Quickdraw. I definitely think I like moving backwards with Grievous better. Ooh. Quickdraw moving up towards Grievous. Hit crit. Ooh, Quickdraw, stop it. He uses Impervium plating. Gets rid of the crit. He has the focus. I wonder why he would risk it. I see 4 left on, or 4 damage, right? Let's double check. Grievous. He's got 5. Yeah, he's got 1 left. So what is Adam's? Oh boy. Yeah, there's. I mean, Grievous is 64. That's definitely the most expensive thing on the board. But if he kills it, he gets 32. So it's like 107. He'd need 20 points, so he'd have to kill a full drone. One hard from yellow. Maybe this is a time to take locks, right? Nope, there's a reload on yellow. One hard on brown. One hard on green. Yep, just going super defensive. Three hard on the bomber. Voted most likely to get killed. Oh, I see 2 locks out there. Maybe there are already locks. Focus barrel roll from Grievous. It looks like Grievous is just trying to bait Quickdraw away from the rest of these ships. 25 seconds left. Yeah, there's just not enough. Abstasis in the chat doing the math for me. There's just, even with all, killing Grievous and half the bomber, just ain't enough. 2 dice out the back. 2 blanks, re-rolls it, 1 hit. 1 evade. And that is time. Wow, Jason moves on. The Separatists are still in the finals. Not the finals. Still in the cut. They're moving on to the top 4. Yeah, fantastic game there. That first engagement, Adam just ran in 5 straight with Quickdraw, and then Afterburners boosted in. I was very afraid for Jason's chances, but he turned it around, and once those Afterburners charges are gone and these aces are cornered, yeah, it's a lot harder to do what they do best, which is arc dodge. And Jason waited patiently, bided his time, and got through it, and he wins. Congrats to him. Thanks to Adam for playing. Thanks to everybody for watching. Until next time, this is Scott from Hexiled Gaming, signing off.